Ready to rumble! Alright, so continuing with our React TypeScript stuff. Oh, I need to put a post up last week. Yeah, right now though I got to get through these videos. So we are on 21 now. Yeah.
Welcome to No BS.
Wait. Can't run out without you seeing it. Alright, so continuing with Jack's series as our entry point here, or one of our entry points, to React and TypeScript. So now we're getting into hooks. What's the next one? Advanced properties. Oh boy, I got a bit of a hill to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta get at least do 4 more of these. So let's dive into it.
STS episode 21, and in this one we are going to take a look at TypeScript and how to do TypeScript for common React hooks. All the basic React hooks. Let's get right into it. So the first thing.
Alright, right into it. So are we doing what we did last time? This looks okay. We're continuing. All right.
I want to show off is this really great TypeScript cheat sheet that has a whole section on hooks and how to use them.
Okay. Oh wait. What are they? I haven't already linked. I don't know. GitHub. That's Redux. GitHub. That's another thing. That's prettier. Workspaces. Yes. Okay. We got that. That's still running. Let's go back. Pure components, pure functions, right? So, hang on, wait, let me go track this down for a second here. GitHub / TypeScript cheat sheet. Oh, yeah, look at that. There it is. Okay, yep. Yes, we did. README. Apparently, this is evolved since this viewing, because the README has totally changed. Every time we start our kids, Gatsby. Yep. Export, but I do know Gatsby. TypeScript playground. Yeah. Hooks. There we go. 16 up. useState. Okay. Do I have this? I should have this like. Yeah. Good. All right, I do. All right. So let's get back into this.
That's linked to in the description. But of course, if you're here, you're probably going to want to see me walk through this. So let's do that. All right, let's go back over to our VS Code and pick up where we left off in our really cool app. All right, now also let's go check it out in the browser and see. Yeah, this is pretty much where we left off. We got a nice heading up here, a box, and then some list items, and they have a nice little callback on them. Okay, so let's start experimenting with some state. Now, if you want basic state, there's actually almost no difference. So let's just take a checked state or something like that, and you're going to get set checked state, and then you're going to have use state, and you just say true if this is a Boolean, and that's absolutely fine.
It's already up to here. Let's dive into it with our usual check states or usual useState stuff. State true. useState true. Okay. Yeah, we got it.
In this case, all I need to do is just bring in useState. That'd be helpful. Okay. And that also works for simple types. Like a string. It can be any string. It can be a number, and that can hold any number. But let's take the case where you are downloading a payload from a server, very common case. In that case, you might want to start with something like null, and you want the value there to be either the payload type or null. So how do you do that? Well, first let's define a payload type.
Oops. Interface. This freaking finger. Interface. Yes.
And in our payload, we're going to have a text. It's got a string in it. And we'll call this payload. And we'll have a set payload.
Wait.
Type.
Yeah.
And in our payload, we're going to have a text. It's got a string in it.
Interface. Payload. It's audio. I'm not sure if this mic is actually sounding clear enough. I sound so far away, and the mic is right here, like right here. See if we can adjust that. Yeah, I'm just like a foot away from the mic, yet it seems so far away. Well, we need a mic stand. Are we gonna need a mic stand? All right, things to worry about later. All right, so payload, and let's get this going. Text string, right? Great. What's next?
And we'll call this payload. And we'll have a set payload.
Why did we even go through all that? Payload. Set payload.
And the way that we're going to do this is we're going to use the generic, and then we're going to say that we either have a payload or we've got null.
Okay. Rock that. And we have payload. We have
Right, and so that's a way to keep TypeScript happy about what's going to go in to this payload. So let's go and create an example payload. We'll go over here to public, create a new file, data.json.
we're creating stuff. We're creating data for this. Okay. All right. So, what mode am I in? Where you at? All right. So, public. We're creating a new file. It's going to be data.json. Fantastic. Okay. This is going to be, okay. Create our object here.
Make it some JSON. It's going to have text in it. Hello, Jack. Save that out. And now we want to bring in useEffect. Save that out. Get some JSON. It's going to have text in it. Hello, Jack.
Yeah, that was going to be something more elaborate than that. All right. Text. And that text is going to say Cool. Let me go back.
Save that out. And now we want to bring in useEffect. useEffect takes a function as well as a dependency array. If the dependency array is empty, then that useEffect will only run the first time a component is loaded.
Alright. Okay, so first time a component is loaded. Where's the constant? Let's get down here and wait, that's right. Let's move here. I don't need that open, right? So let's change mode of that. Let's change the mode of that. Let's change the mode of that. Okay. Alright, so put you here. We're gonna say use effect. Let's see. Way to right hand. And you one time. Okay.
Which is exactly what we want. So let's do fetch then and do data.json, file we just created. Get rid of that sidebar. And then do then. Now we're gonna have a response. So
okay, so now we can then do fetch that data. Fetch that data. Fetch the data that we just made. Alright. And once that's done, got that response.
we need to get the JSON from that response. And then after that,
Our response, did you mean response? Get the Then when you're done with that,
we're going to have some data. And with that data, then we can say set payload and give it that data. And that's fine. And now let's go over here.
let's do this. Then response to okay, wait, so then data to be returned, and once we return the data, to set payload to the data. Okay. So that then okay. So okay.
Let's actually put it into a div or something like that. Actually, put it into one of our spiffy boxes. All right. JSON.stringify object, that payload.
Okay. Sticking stuff in the boxes. Sticking stuff in the boxes. Box. JSON.stringify. Value is payload. That actually works. That's nice. Payload. We got useState. Alright, we got useEffect first. useState. Really? I have to. Okay, too. Okay.
Load. If I were to just put payload in there, React would blow up. That's not a TypeScript thing. That's just basic React. You can't give React a bare object. So in this case, we're going to turn it into a string so we can see it. And there we go. No problem. Easy peasy. Got your.
Okay. All right. Right on.
Connection to a server right there. Okay, so this is how you do basic useState. Let's talk about another one. Talk about useReducer, a much more interesting variant of a way to store your data. So let's go and create a new list of to-dos. So we'll have to-dos, and then dispatch is what you get back from a useReducer. Now, useReducer takes two arguments. The first is a reducer function that, if you're familiar with array.reduce or Redux, should be familiar to you. The first is the current state, and then the second argument to that function is the action. And then the second argument for useReducer is the starting initial state. So let's start off with an empty array. We're going to start off with an empty array of to-dos, and we'll create our function. So that is going to have a list of to-dos. So we need a to-do array. We haven't defined to-do yet, so let's jump up here and do that. And our to-do will have an ID, which is a number. It'll have a done, which is a Boolean, and it'll have some text, which is a string. And let's see, the next thing we want is an action. And that action is going to have an action type. And that really, I just give it action type as a name. You can call it anything you want. Basically, so we want to define an action type, and it's basically just going to be a set of different actions. So let's see, type. We're going to add a to-do. So we're going to have some text. What do you want to add? And then let's see, let's put pipe on there, and we'll have another one for remove or delete, whichever way you want to call it.
Reducer.
And that would have an ID, which would be the number. Looking pretty good. Okay, great. So now we've got our to-dos and we've got our action. Let's go and implement on this. So, well, actually, let's go and bring in useReducer.
Do we even use useReducer? Let's see. Where am I at? Reference, pure component. Yeah. Because that's how old the curriculum is. We don't even use useReducer. Hit me up. A useReducer is a React code that lets you add a reducer to your component. useReducer. Oh yeah, it's got. Tell me some. Okay, uses adding a reducer to a component, writing the. Okay, I have dispatched an action, but logging. Why do we use useReducer? Call useReducer to the top level of your component to manage its state with a reducer. All right. Sorry. With the reducer, okay, import useReducer from blah 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 blah. What's the purpose of user? Why do we care about useReducer? Adding a reducer, because that sounds like Redux, right? So wait, useReducer. Oh god. Okay, I need. Why do I care about useReducer? Let's see. Why use reducer? Why use reducer over useState? Hang on. Learn React. Use reducer hook. What examples? Introduction to React. Use reducer 2 years ago. Okay, so you did this. Learn React hooks. Use reducer. Okay, what's the point of this, bro? Oh, really?
At Carrington, at Jahur on Twitter, and this is Blue Collar Coder. So in the previous video, we migrated the application to using useContext to share state between the application component and a lot of the nested components. But we still have 3 different state hooks and 3 different pieces of state. Can we congeal those into one piece of state and one dispatch system that allows you to go and tweak that state and send actions to a thing called a reducer, which manages that state? Well, yes, we can. And it turns out it's built into React. It's called useReducer. Let's go try it out in the code right now. Picking up where we left off, we've got the 3 useStates and the Pokemon context.
The 3 useStates. Okay, yeah. useState, useEffect. Right. This is what I'm used to seeing. Okay.
Provider that provides those out to the different components. First thing we're going to do is create a reducer. Call that Pokemon reducer. A reducer is a function. It takes a state and an action. The state is the current state of the store. It's got the Pokemon, the filter, and the selected Pokemon. Then the action is an object, and that object defines the mutation that's to be applied to the state, and then a new state is to be returned. So in most cases, we use a switch state.
Yeah, so isn't that what Redux was doing before Redux toolkit? Am I remembering that right? Hang on. Find, use, reduce. No. Okay, that's not in there. Use reducer. Oh shoot, reducer. Yeah, not there. Interesting. Right, reducer, import reducers. Hang on, just the Redux application statements in the store, which is initialized with a reducer. When used with React access. Okay, wait. Reducers. Terminology of Redux. Actions, reducers. Yeah. Reducers. Right, to do reducer. Right. Reducers. To do reducer. A reducer is a function that takes 2 parameters, state and action. Right. A reducer is immutable and always returns a copy of the entire state. A reducer typically consists of a switch statement that goes through all the possible action types. So, wait. Store. The Redux application state lives in the store, which is initialized with a reducer. When used with React, a provider exists. Holy cow. Will make directories for Redux reducers and Redux actions, as well as pages and components, which you should already be familiar with from React. Reducers, setting up the Redux store. With reducer from reducers. What the frack? Bringing in reducers. Redux. Wait, so Redux dev tool, setting up Redux actions. Did I see? Okay.
Statement.
What the frack?
And then we switch on the type inside of the action object. And that type is a string. In the first case, we'll use setFilter. This is going to be an action that tells the reducer, Pokemon reducer, to take the current state and then set the filter key to whatever the payload is. So we're going to return a new object. It's going to contain all of state. And then we're going to update filter to the payload. Next, we'll copy that and paste it 3 times. One for set Pokemon, which is going to set the Pokemon array, and one for set selected Pokemon. So first change out the strings, set Pokemon, set selected Pokemon, and then the keys, Pokemon and selected Pokemon. And the last thing to do is set a default case. In the case of useReducer, you throw an exception if you don't know what the action is. In Redux, you actually just return the original state. So there's a bit of a difference there. So there's no what. In the case of useReducer, you throw an exception if you don't know what the action is. In Redux, you actually just return the original state. So there's a bit of a difference there. So this is actually a really simple reducer. Our app is really simple, so that makes sense. But in most cases, a single action is going to mutate multiple parts of the state simultaneously. In this case, we are using useReducer simply because it allows us to get around having 3 use states. We can just have the one useReducer. So let's go do that. So we're going to define a constant array of state and dispatch. And that's going to be the result of react.useReducer. And then we give it the Pokemon reducer and then the initial state. So that's an object. Pokemon set to an empty array. Filter set to an empty string.
It's gotta be. Wait. useReducer. Which version? 18. Yep. And why do we not know about this? Because our curriculum is based on 16. Outdated. You're spending $17,000 on something that's outdated. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. All right. What it takes 8 months, 9 months for them to get. Oh my God. Let me stop. Let me stop. useReducer. Holy cow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Reference. Show me. This is the official one, right? Reference. I want to take a different version. Like. No. useReducer. Reference. Bro, show me the drop down where I can see the other versions of this. The earlier versions. Oh my freaking God. Why are you pissing me off? Legacy React APIs. Children. Deprecated. Children. Component. Create ref is valid element. Pure component. Really? Or just create factor? Okay, no, wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want the documentation for 16. Oh, full stack with a framework. React is a library. Thank you. It lets you put components together, but it doesn't prescribe how to do routing and data fetching. To build an entire app with React, we recommend a full stack React from C. I should have been bothered with this in the first place. I should have been bothered with this just next to Remix. Oh my God. It's a mess. Glad at least they make that distinction. Anyway. Conferences, man. I haven't been to an engineering conference in so long.
Remember, don't hesitate to call on me for anything. Like you said, a human being, I'm going to make you take that chance. Things have been different for me ever since I met Hildy. I've never met anyone quite like her before.
They're pissing me off. I want the other oh God. Oh my God. React 16. Christ. I have to go all the way back here for this. No kidding. 20, 316, whatever. What is 16? 16, boy, oh boy. Oh, and where's the... You can't find the documentation. That's enraging. No, I need not the change log. I need the actual. Christ. Do I have to do the same thing for 16? Maybe this location is not found. Like that should be a drop down, and I should be able to click on it and change the docs for whatever version I'm looking for. Oh my god. Is it still trying to load? Oh my god. You can't find the documentation. Oh my god. Okay. React 16 docs. Oh my god. No, don't give me that nonsense. Legacy, blog, whatever. Getting started introducing, yeah, because hooks were introduced in 16, right? 16.8. To support hooks, yeah, 16.8. Yeah, right. Can't find the effing docs. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Is Facebook pulling garbage? Oh my god. I don't find the docs anywhere. I saw in other threads that older versions of docs are deleted. Like, why? Why are older versions of docs deleted? Oh my god. All the people who are learning 16 right now. Oh my god. What the hell? Weird to have these docs deleted in some projects I never updated at all. Exactly. See, this is Facebook's way of trying to force everybody to update their projects. Been there. I managed to find what I need on the Wayback Machine, which is pretty thorough snapshots of React back in 2017. God, dog, are you freaking kidding me? I'm like, the Wayback Machine? I have to go to the Wayback Machine to get... Oh my god, are you for real? Nah, send me there. Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 2017, that's it. Wow, like how do you delete? Bro, how do you delete the docs? The last 3 versions should be accessible. This is why I hate Facebook and why I hate React. This is trash. Yeah, the changelog blogs. But what do you want to look at in the previous docs? This is definitely a Facebook developer. Fuck off. The new one is a consequence of the older one, so what do you do? Fuck off. What you want should be at the React. How long have you been a developer? 3 months? Fuck off. Okay. You can use 17, right, which is pretty much the same. This is a pretty much is not. Pretty much does not equal same. There have been almost no changes. This is horrible. Why the fuck they removed docs for the older versions? That's not. Any other library has docs versioning, right? They're hiding something. Exactly. Angular has that mess documented. This is why I hate Facebook and React. I know of thousands of people. Wait. Based on 16.x. When they graduate, there will be no documentation. No. Jeez, documentation. Hang on. Speaking of documentation, wait. W3 schools. What version of React are you all based on inside this? Start learning React now. React tutorial. Server. Learning by exercise. This is rage. You should also have some experience with new JavaScript features. Introduced to 6, blah blah, Kickstarter, blah blah blah. Current version of React, version 18, initially released to the public that was first used in 2004 news feed feature. Jordan Walkie, another name. Current version, React Act. He's built into it. Okay, that's current version. But so is all of this content? Well, useState, well, use reducer, yeah, because we talk about use reducer here. There is no. Whoo! I feel sorry for. Wait, where is? I gotta keep. What? Hang on. Let me put it this way. I feel sorry for the thousands of people learning React based on 16x. Looking at you, looking at you, boot camps. When they graduate, there will be no documentation. And now, 17 does not equal 16. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to just say this is unprofessional. This is unprofessional. haven't seen anything like this in 20 years. I have to say, not seen anything like this in 20 years. I've seen anything like this movie in 20 years. So a thousand people on React based on looking at you, boot camps. Boot camps is boot camps. Boot camps. Boot camps. When they graduated, there will be no documentation and no 16 does not equal 17. 18 does not equal 16. 16 does not equal 16. In regards to documentation, this is unprofessional. I've seen anything like this more than 20. Like this move, delete the documentation move. See anything like this, delete the documentation move. The docs move in 20 years. Like, what's this? Oh my god. You can't. Ooh, man, oh man. Yeah, comment. This is garbage. Ooh, man, oh man. Yep. Up. Why the fuck they removed the docs? I mean, yep. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I help teach anybody React. I mean, what is this? This is nonsense, bro. What the heck? They just deleted the docs. Hey, you don't need to look up documentation. Oh my god. Now look at you, boot camps. Boy, oh boy, that's a hot mess. Woo, that's a hot mess. This is unprofessional. Using the effect. Boy, oh boy. What the hell? What's the one React 16? Yeah, where's the documentation? Boy, oh boy. What about no, what was it? Z, okay. No, do we even have what's TypeScript, React? Can you pull older versions? Enter your query, hello world. I don't care about that. Guides, sections, bro, what am I even looking at? Python 2 document. Look at this. What is hello world? What the hell? I want to scream. What is this? Next chapter of this guide. Introduction. Watch this. Review. Framework. YRV. Version 2 docs. Oh my god. Oh. Sections. What is this clown show? What is this clown show? Hello world. Guides. What the hell? Even this doesn't tell you what version of React you're looking at. What a mess. What a mess. What? I'm so pissed right, man. What? Are you kidding me? Tools, edit, into your query, whatever. I don't know what the heck happened here with this. Yeah, that's proof from 3C, I think, right? Those Express. Look at that. It tells you which version. Python 2, it tells you which version. Python 3, it tells you which version. About this documentation. You want to tell me what version it is? I swear to God. You want to tell me what version it is? What the hell? Oh, yeah, nah, it's trash. Oh, man. Wow. That's something else. Man, oh, man. What the hell? Big. Where can I download React 16 documentation? Easy to read ebook format of the official React.js documentation. This is version 16.13.1 as hosted on reactjs.org. The idea is to help the community with a portable and easy to read version for offline reference. God bless you. This looks like I actually have this. I've been on this link. Hit this. 16.13, exactly. What is this? Oh yeah, Learn Pub. Offline ebook PDF version of the React documentation. Boy, oh boy. Minimum price, $8. And that's all this person had to do is just pull it down and turn it into a PDF. Oh my God! Instant money source. What's this? What a mad scam this is! Oh my God! And not on their behalf. I mean, this is just. Oh my God! What the hell? What the hell? But there you go. Oh my God. Bundles that include this book. Man, oh my man. That's wild. Jesus Christ. Dev docs. Yeah, but you don't have that, right? That's talking about 18 or something. Yeah. Bro, there used to be a drop down that. Okay. Reference. Nope. That's all you can get is 18. So I should pull this down, turn this into a PDF, and wait. Mm-hmm. Man, I just want to scream. Nope. Boy, oh boy. Reaction something it's missing. It's not missing, they deleted it. Man, oh man. Yeah, we got that already. Fuck off. He's asking for where the data is if everybody has it. What the fuck? Okay. Oh my God. React NPM. Boy, oh boy. Woo. man. Wow. That means instantly everything that everybody's learning. Oh wow. Outdated. Instantly outdated. Wow. All right. Enough of that. Wow, that's just man. 2016. Boy, oh boy. Let's see. This is 23. 2, right? So you can't tell me the version on this page. Hooks. Introduction of hooks. Build your hooks. Current mode. FAQ. React 17 was released October 2020. Breaking changes are curious, so we try to minimize the number of major releases. For example, 15 was released in 16 was released in September 2017. 2017. 17 was in 2020. So we want to be around here. Still looking. Wee. API reference, maybe. Can't tell if you're loading or not. I don't know what's going on. So obviously there must have been some breaking changes or something. There's something they're hiding. Why would you delete all the documentation? Component state, file structure, version policy, component state, passing functions to components, contributing, hooks, new. Facebook. Rate, rec-dom, synthetic, test utility, shallow render, API reference, events guides, code splitting, fragments, strict mode, of course, original components, main concepts, installation, instantly outdated, FAQ. queue. Because they decided to delete the documentation. Bruh. Woo! Boy, oh boy. Trash company. Alright. I hate this company so much. Just what you get for using technology from this just completely vapid organization. Alright, enough of that. Oh, deleted the documentation. Okay, what are we doing? We're trying to check this out. Producers.
And
Okay.
selected Pokemon set to null. Now I'm going to leave the use states in here so that we have a functional application as we migrate to the reducer. Next thing to do is go and add that to our context provider. We're just going to go in and add state and dispatch. And let's start the migration by first looking at our useEffect. And now instead of Pokemon set, we are going to dispatch an action to the store using that dispatch command. Dispatch takes an object. That object is the action object that gets sent to the reducer.
Dispatch. Use reducer.
So in this case, we want the type to be set Pokemon. And we want the payload to be the data that we got back from the fetch request. The next thing to do is look at this conditional where it says Pokemon, we're going to look at state.pokemon. Because that's now managed by the reducer. So let's take a look. Okay, it turns out our Pokemon table can't find Pokemon. So let's go fix that. Let's go over to Pokemon table. And so now we're getting from use context, Pokemon filter and selected Pokemon set. So we need to fix that. We need to get Pokemon and filter from state, and we're going to use dispatch for selected Pokemon set. So we'll destructure state to get Pokemon and filter, and we'll also get dispatch. So now the code should work because Pokemon is now set in state and filter is set in state as well. Now we just need to change out that selected Pokemon set for a dispatch. So we'll give it an object again, this time of type set selected Pokemon with the payload of the Pokemon. All right, it looks pretty good. Things are moving along, but we can't filter. So let's go over to Pokemon filter and do essentially the same thing. We're going to destructure state and get filter.
Okay, so what I need to know is, okay,
And then
pause this. Introduction to mix, introduction to React, introduction to Redux, use reducer. Mixes our playlist YouTube mix for. Oh, mixes our playlist YouTube mix for you. Yeah, no, sweetie, I need to know. Use memo, learn use memo. What the hell is learn memo? Learn React, use reducer, hook examples. No. I need to know. Oh God.
welcome to Introduction to React episode 11. I'm Jack Carrington
I don't
at
need
Jahur
your
on
AI
Twitter,
shit.
and this is Blue Collar Coder. So in the previous
this.
video,
Hang on.
we
Introduction
migrated the
to
application to use
Videos introduction to React. Hang on, introduction to React. Let's open this. Because what's the difference between use reducer and Redux, right? I mean, if we have context, use reducer, and all that. 17 introduction to React. Okay.
Welcome
This,
to-
okay, pause this. Okay. List, use state and events. asynchronous request. This was 2 years ago, so this is okay. This would be 18. Save playlist. All right. Class. Use context. Use reducer. Redux. useState. MobX. Hey, next. Static site generation. Oh, this is neat. This is only 17 of these. Right.
Welcome to episode 12 of the Introduction to React series. I'm Jack Harrington, at Jahur on Twitter, and this is Blue Collar Coder. So in the previous video, we used something built in to React called useReducer. And that is actually really close to a system called Redux, which is a state manager that's very popular in the React community. And so what we're gonna do in this episode is we're going to port our existing React useReducer application to a Redux application so you can see how that works. All right, let's go jump into the code. Okay, where we left it off was that we used useReducer instead of useState. So now we're using useReducer in combination with useContext. But there's an interesting history here. The useReducer hook actually came in after a system called Redux got really popular. And so what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna actually port our useReducer to Redux and see how that looks. So the first thing we need to do is add Redux and React Redux. Redux itself is a generic framework for managing state. In order to connect it to a React app, we use the React Redux package that has a provider and some handy hooks that allow you to easily pass your store around and then dispatch to it and get the state. Let's start it up again. Obviously, still working. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is change our React Reducer to one that's compatible with Redux. And the only difference is that you return the state as default in a Redux Reducer. We're also gonna set the initial state up here, Pokemon as an empty array, filter as an empty string, and select a Pokemon as null.
Why?
Next, we need to import create store from Redux and provider from React Redux. So let's go build our store. Okay, say const store equal.
All right. That's taking me in a whole other rabbit hole. Yeah, let's get back to this. Whew. Okay, we were just watching this, right? TypeScript, React hooks, 21. Yeah. Did we make a new thing? Well, no, because he was going on a particular thing here with useReducer, right? Which I don't think I care about because I'm getting into Redux toolkit. So let's keep going here. So we got that useReducer, yeah, useEffect, yeah, that tracks. Yeah, let's keep going.
Stop seeing that little red squiggly. All right, cool. So now we need to do a big old switch statement in here. So that switch is going to switch on the action type.
No documentation. What the?
And for the case,
that's
really nice. TypeScript is giving us some awesome hinting here. So we'll do add first. In the case of an add, we want to take our existing array of to-dos and create a new array of to-dos. And in there, it's going to have an ID, which would be the current to-dos.length. It would have a, well, actually, sorry. Let's call this state, just to differentiate it away from to-dos. And we'd have the text, which is coming in as the action text, and then done, which will start off as false. I'm not actually going to implement on any of that. Okay, so now we have a case for remove, at which point we're going to return the state where we filter out. And we've got our to-do values in there. So we're going to take the ID and we're going to say that if the ID is not equal to the action ID, meaning the one that we're going to remove, then it's okay. So we filter out everything but the one that we are going to remove. And then finally, we have a default case, which will just throw a new error. It's a little bit different from Redux. If you're familiar with Redux, in a Redux reducer, you return the existing state as the default case. In this case, they just throw an error. So, all right, let's take a look at that. We got our to-dos, we got our dispatch. Looks like we're good to go. Let's go down here and create a heading for our to-dos section. Maybe add a little space in here so we can see things a little better. And first, let's iterate through our list of to-dos. Good old map. And we'll get our to-do, create a div, where the key is the to-do ID. And then we'll put in the to-do text. And then we'll put on that a button. We'll call it remove. And the click handler for that is going to dispatch a new event to that reducer. So let's take a look. If we do type, again, we're going to get that awesome hinting. So we're going to do remove. And then once we've just said remove, it's great. We can actually get some more hinting, and it knows that the only valid value there is an ID. So we give it our to-do ID, and we're good to go. Cool. Nice. Now that that's done, let's go and make a new div where we're going to put our input, and that input is going to be there for adding a new to-do. So let's call it type equals text, and say that we have a ref, and that ref is to the new to-do ref. Okay, and we're going to need a button as well. And the on click of that button is going to call on add to do, and we'll call that add to do. So let's go and implement on this. First, we need our ref. So the way that we do that in TypeScript is, again, we use ref as you normally would, but we want to bring that generic syntax in, and then in this case, it's an input item. So we're going to do HTML input element, and then we say null. So that's the initial state of that. All right, and then we did our click handler. So let's create that on, what do we call it? On add to do. So let's do that. Use callback. We need to get a function, and then also a dependency array. This one is not going to change over time because it's always just going to use dispatch. Although, we could put dispatch in there, but that's fine. It's always going to remain the same. So dispatch, and then again we can put in type. Let's see, excellent hinting. Put that text in there. So let's see. Text is, in this case, the new to-do ref dot current dot value. But now it's giving us some grief, saying that, well, that could be null, my friend. So let's make sure that it isn't. Put a conditional around that. And then TypeScript is smart enough to know that within that conditional, it has to be there. So that's nice. And finally, we'll go and set the value to an empty array. Cool. Nice. All right. So here we go. Get pizza. Excellent. Nice. And remove. Awesome. So now we have a nice little to-do system good to go. All right, so in the next video, we are going to look into the tricky business of sending set state actions down into subcomponents, as well as detailed HTML prompts, which are very important if you want to do your own design system. In the meantime, if you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you really like the video, hit the subscribe button, click on the bell, and you'll be notified the next time a new No BS TS. We do that in TypeScript, and we use ref as you normally would, but we want to bring that generic syntax in, and then in this case is an input item. So we're going to do HTML input element, and then we say null. So that's the initial state of that. All right, and then we did our click handler. So let's create that on, what do we call it? On add to do.
Oh boy.
So let's do that. Use callback. We need to get a function, and then also a dependency array. This one. So let's go and implement on this to the new to-do ref. So we give it our to-do ID, and we're good to go. To-do text, and then we'll put on that a button.
Something's flying in my eye. All right, hang on. Okay.
Button. We'll call it remove. And the click handler for that is going to dispatch a new event to that reducer. So let's take a look. If we do type, again, we're going to get that awesome hinting. So we're going to do remove. And then once we've just said remove, it's great. We can actually get some more hinting, and it knows that the only valid value there is an ID. So we give it our to-do ID, and we're good to go. Cool. Nice.
I do this after all just to follow the rest of this video, but yeah. Okay. Man, and I'm not digging how far away my voice sounds when I'm not right into this mic. I gotta figure out something about that. That's not groovy, man. We gotta figure out how to mount you onto something. Thing here. What kind of mount is that? Mic mount. All right. What do we want to call this? This is, we ended at useEffect, right? So I think I'm going to end this, and then I'll restart this again as useReducer. Shoot, did I even edit this? I did not. React setup. Let's delete that. React, useState, useEffect, yeah. useState and useEffect. Okay, so useState and useEffect. Oops. Let's fix that. Effect and TypeScript and TypeScript. useState, useEffect, and TypeScript. Yeah, and be raging. Find out garbage book. Deleted the documentation for React before version 17. Yeah, garbage book. Okay, so that's going to be the name of that stream. We'll end that. And yeah. Next up, we'll just continue from here and go into useReducer because I need to, I don't know, get some chocolate or something, man. I'm like, oh my God. All right. Peace.